Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, My Crypto Teacher. My name is Ida and I am your crypto teacher. Today and at least once per week, I'm going to be bringing you all important crypto news, information that you may need to make decisions about your portfolio, and also information so that you can feel confident about this new asset class. You do not have to stay glued to YouTube all day, every day, trying to find out every piece of news. I'm going to select the pieces I think are the most important and share that information with you at least once per week. Today, I'm going to be talking about three very important things that occurred this week. First, Ukraine adopted Bitcoin. Second, I'm going to be talking about one of the largest banks in the world. They are trying to expedite regulation and crypto approval in a lot of different areas. And the third one, and this is kind of unfortunate, I've been talking to you all about how to not get crypto scammed. If you look up here in the links, you're going to see my video on how not to be crypto scammed. Please take a look at that. I'm going to show you there was a couple who lost almost $100,000 because they did not apparently listen to my video. So I want you all to listen to that video if you haven't, because that will save you a lot of money. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. First, let's talk about Ukraine passing the vote on the bill to legalize Bitcoin. It's not that Bitcoin was not legal. It's just that they needed to establish a framework that aligned to their constitution so that all the Bitcoiners and the people who wanted to buy and sell Bitcoin had a framework and a regulatory system to function within. So the Ukrainian parliament has voted in favor of a bill granting legal status to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So guys, other cryptocurrencies, so just not Bitcoin. Remember I told you this is the technology of the future. Ukraine is the latest country to adopt a legal framework for crypto assets. Okay, that's a big deal. They've got the legal framework, okay? The bill received 300 votes in favor and only 2 votes against it. I'm not sure who those 2 people were, but apparently they were outliers. Almost 100% approval rate. That's big. And what's that's telling us is that people are gaining a clear understanding of the value of this future technology. Now, unfortunately, and sometimes people get nervous and they get anxiety. The first time around, this bill didn't make it. While the same virtual assets bill previously cleared the Ukrainian parliament in October, it was vetoed by their president. The president wanted to ensure that it contained the legal mechanisms needed for the implementation and also that it met their constitutional requirements. So now that everything matches their constitutional requirements, everything is okay in Ukraine. And that's a big deal because more and more countries are adopting cryptocurrency and understanding and seeing how this technology is going to move us forward as a human race. Next, let's take a look at JP Morgan. JP Morgan calls for regulatory quick fix for crypto hedging. They want it done quickly. You all, let me tell you about JP Morgan. JP Morgan is the largest bank in the United States. They have, by assets, they have over 3 trillion assets on their books. So JP Morgan is first, Bank of America is second. The reason why this is so huge, they are a leader in this particular push to make sure that we get clarity on cryptocurrencies. Why? Because they want to get into this asset class in a large way, and they're going to need clarity so that they know what to do and how to set up their systems in advance. But this is huge. Let me read you a couple of key points from this article. So they want some quick regulation established. New rules are needed urgently to give banks certainty in handling crypto assets on behalf of big customers who want to enter the rapidly evolving market. A senior executive from U.S. Bank JP Morgan Chase. These are large customers, guys. They didn't say small retail people. People with large money want to be in cryptocurrencies, but they're not going to do it without clarity on the regulation. Big institutions like hedge funds and investment funds are becoming increasingly interested in cryptocurrencies and are looking to banks to act as their intermediaries. So hedge funds, they want to get into this new asset class, and they want the banks to support them because, guys, if you've been trading crypto, everyone does not have the capacity or the understanding to make these crypto transactions. So that's huge. Let's keep reading. Debbie Tonies, she is the head of regulatory affairs at JP Morgan Chase's corporate and investment bank. She said some very large players had asked it to hedge their exposures to crypto assets. Guys, let me repeat this. She said some very large players, very large, had asked it to hedge their exposure to crypto assets, not just Bitcoin. That's why I'm telling you all to diversify. They said crypto assets. So you want to make sure that you have a diversified portfolio so that you can benefit from everything that's going to occur when this technology is fully adopted. Let's keep going. We need a globally consistent regulatory framework. Remember I talked about Ukraine? It was originally rejected because they didn't have a framework that aligned to their constitution. So we need a framework that aligns to our constitution. And guess when? Guess how quick they wanted to have it done? They wanted lickety quick split. They want it right now. They didn't say next year. They didn't say 5 years. They want it now. That's why I'm telling you all, go ahead and focus on positioning yourself with your digital assets and your cryptocurrencies. So when the market blasts off, you don't have to chase it. You're going to be smart because you're already going to be positioned in this market with great projects that will allow you to make a lot of money. You are early, you are smart, and you're doing the right things to get yourself positioned for a lot of wealth. They want this done quick, and we don't know when it's going to happen, okay? But we know it's going to happen. It's not if, it's just when. Let's keep reading. Banking regulators at the Basel Committee have suggested punitive capital charges on banks holding crypto assets. Basically, they're just haters. They really are. They probably didn't get in early. They're haters. They are. They want to penalize people and banks for holding digital assets. But guess what? JP Morgan, they're not having it. They are not. Tony said JP Morgan had been talking to different jurisdictions about interim treatment for crypto assets. So basically what they're saying at JP Morgan, you're not going to penalize us or punish us for wanting to get in on this spectacular technology. So they are doing a workaround. They're talking to other jurisdictions so that they can get the things that they need to get. And basically that's it. So JP Morgan, guys, when JP Morgan gets into this asset class, it is a wrap. Make sure that I know that I am accumulating every dip. Don't get nervous. Don't watch the market every day, all day. Don't look at your portfolio. Set up notifications to be notified when you have certain increases or decreases. That's what I do. Live your life. Watching your portfolio is like watching paint dry. Don't do it. Live your life. Go do something great. And I assure you, in due time, you're going to have a lot of wealth from your investments because you've been smart about it. All right, and let's take a look at the final and unfortunate article. Fraudsters are using bots to drain cryptocurrency accounts. Like I told you, please take a look at my Don't Get Crypto Scammed video. I give you all the information that you need to know here. You should never be crypto scammed if you watch that video. Guys, people are after your wealth. The thieves are after your wealth. There's no reason. If you're following this channel, there is no reason why you would ever lose 1 red cent of your money. Not if you listen to me and follow these instructions. Let's take a look at this unfortunate situation. So there's a nice guy, a nice couple. Dr. Abgar was out for dinner last month with his family, just out to dinner, and his phone would not stop buzzing. It looked like a robocall, so he tried to ignore it. Now, that's kind of crazy. How do you try to ignore it? You just ignore it. You just ignore it, right? But he tried to ignore it. The warning, which he said was a text message, prompted him to pick up his phone. That's when the couple's nightmare started. You don't know the number. You don't recognize the number. Why are you even responding? I don't know. Anyway, this particular couple, Dr. Apgar and his wife, their account had grown to about 106,000, mainly held in Bitcoin, and they had an account with Coinbase. He said he cannot remember if he manually entered his two-factor authentication code or if it came up automatically on his screen. But what happened in that moment led to his account being locked in less than 2 minutes. So now he's locked out of his account. This is a new type of fraud, and it goes right at 2FA, which is two-factor authentication. And I talked about that in my videos as well. And it uses people's fear. Let me say that again. It uses your fear of your accounts being locked against them. And taking action they think will protect them, they actually expose themselves to thieves. Please watch my video, Don't Be Crypto Scammed. Because if they had watched it, they would not have lost their money. The fraud tool is called a one-time password or OTP bot. It is a bot. And bot are just automatic systems and codes that run over and over and over. It's not a human until they get you. And that's how they're able to do it. 3 days later, he said he was finally able to get back into his account after being locked out for more than a month. There was only $31,000 in cash left. $31,000. So that's about what? About $75,000 gone? That's a lot of money that he did not have to lose. So guys, here's the lesson. Here's the lesson here. Watch my video, Don't Get Crypto Scammed, and you won't get crypto scammed. This is information that you can use. You got important news. Countries are legalizing cryptocurrencies. JP Morgan, the largest bank in the United States, is putting a rush. He's rushing the system for regulatory approval of cryptocurrencies. Guys, you're at the right place at the right time. But remember, don't get crypto scammed. Make sure you click on like, subscribe, and don't forget to share, because sharing is caring. That's all I have. Until next time, I'm out.